Okay, so now let's get started changing the angle valve. So you know it doesn't work when you shut it off completely. Usually one of these crappy plastic ones. That will happen eventually. Rust is inside, so something cracks inside, and then no matter how much you tighten it, water still goes through. So I recommend you replace it with one of these babies right here. This is pretty standard. Make sure it's quarter turn. It has one of these copper balls. It's called a copper compression hook. It's a mechanism that seals it tight from the inside. This is a pretty good brand from the Ace Hardware, but there's others you can buy online, recommended in the comment section of the video. So let's get started. The size, you know, this is pretty standard. Make sure you measure the diameter and then the width based on the diameter of your pipe. But usually the inlet and the outlet will be 3/8 as shown here. So let's get started replacing this baby. First, we're going to remove the top part. You can use one of these wrenches right here, and then you're gonna use perhaps two wrenches, one to hold this one and another one to untighten this one, and that's how we're gonna get the whole thing out of here and into the garbage. La, 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 la. Lefty loosey. Okay, so as you can see, we managed to get this baby off with that wrench. Now we're gonna get the other one out of here. La 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 la. Boom. Out of here. Ladies and gents, out of here. Now we're gonna use this nut here that's already in place because it's very well secured to the PVC that's coming out on the other side. And we're going to attach this new baby right here. We're going to use this brass ball that goes inside here. So make sure this is right here as you're screwing it on, because this is basically what's going to compress into the fitting and going to keep water from leaking. I'm just using this wrench, these pliers to keeping it in place while I can tighten this as much as possible. We got a very tight fit. So I was able to tighten this one back here with the wrench on here, and then the pliers holding this at the same time to keep the whole thing from twisting too much. Now I just have to hook this one up. This one also has one of these copper compression hooks, rings, that should go right in here. However, I'm not able to close it completely for this to start twisting and tightening, so I'm gonna do it without this compression hook. And to keep it from leaking, I'm gonna wrap some rubber plumber's tape, sealing tape, some of this baby around that, and then tighten this on top. Okay, looks like we got this good, nicely tight in here. I started tightening it with this thing first, and then when it got super tight, I finished off with this one. And now we got a tight seal. Okay, now it's a moment of truth. We have replaced the fill valve and the stop valve down here. I just turned on the water main of the house. So let's open this up. So far nothing leaking here, so this is working. Alright. And looks like it stopped right at the line. So that was a perfect calculation. So that means we don't need to turn this down. Maybe we turn it down a little bit because the water line is just a little bit over that line. But it's roughly half an inch below the top of the tube, so looks like it has worked. All right, now let's test the flush. Okay, water filled back up, everything worked just as it's supposed to. Well, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Alejandro Fixes It. Don't forget to subscribe and hit a like, and talk to you soon. Thank you.